After the bombs fell, one man was locked in Vault 77 completely alone. It was an experiment to see how humans react to isolation. 1 hour after being let inside, he was banging on the vault door thinking they must have left everybody else outside. 4 months into his isolation, all he could do was sit in front of the vault door and sob. That's when he discovered a box of puppets that Vault-Tec had put in there with him. Months with the puppets, and he had given them all their own personalities. And driven crazy by isolation, he began to treat them like real people. Then he found this last puppet in the box. Eventually, somehow he had convinced himself that this puppet killed the king puppet, so they had to get out of there. The other puppets would hurt them. So he managed to get the door open and he left Vault 77. He met ghouls and mutant ants. He was even kidnapped and warned them that the puppet kills and has killed before. And he did. That's when we get the eerie reminder the vaults were never supposed to save anyone. In Fallout 3, you can find a Vault 77 suit next to a holotape. The holotape talks about how they should just destroy the suit, as even 200 years later, people still fear the Puppet Man. So my friend and I were exploring this area of the woods in Fallout 76, and we came across a bunch of skeletons in these chairs, surrounded by empty bottles, meaning obviously they were killed by whatever was in it. I don't know if it was mass suicide or if they were poisoned, but it's obvious they all died together of something in the bottles. Now, in the podium that is in front of all those chairs, we find rat poison and money, so that's a little sus. And directly behind the podium, we see a skeleton with a gun in its hand, meaning whoever it was must have killed himself right after. Also, this symbol is there. I looked into it, can't find anything on it on what it actually means. I know that the Raiders have similar skulls, like logos, but I haven't seen this one specifically. I've done a lot of research on the area and can't find anything on it. Does anybody know any lore about it or know what happened? Or just comment something that you think happened, make something up. I know there are a lot of cults in 76 where they commit mass suicide. We've seen it many times. I'm just wondering if it's related or what cult it belongs to, or if it's just a different one. So when Fallout 76 first released, other players could kill you and take all your junk, and I had just farmed a bunch of ballistics fiber that took me a long time to get and I really needed, and I was in this abandoned building. I can't remember where, looking for more material, and it was nighttime, so it was dark, and then other players, like literally any other players in the game could kill you. So there was another person like in the building with me, and all of a sudden I got shot. So then I was like running and trying to hide, and I kept hiding, and like I couldn't find my way out of the building. I could not find my way out of the building because it was like multiple floors, and like he kept finding me and trying to kill me, and I just have to run and hide again and again and again. And eventually I got away from him in the building, and then I had just spent all this time trying to find an exit out of the building while thinking he was still after me, and it was so scary. I hate the feeling of being chased. I hate it. That was the most scared I've ever been in Fallout, and I didn't want to lose all my ballistics fiber. I kept it. The human experiment in Vault 106 was to pump psychoactive drugs into the air filtration systems without letting the people know. 10 days after the doors closed, you find journal entries where people said the air tasted funny, but they were reassured by the overseer that it was just a mistake in the air filtration system and it's no big deal. Then you find journal entries where they start to lose their mind. In fact, while you're in the vault, you start to have hallucinations too, and you see visions, and you also find computer terminals of you writing to yourself trying to convince you to stay there. While you explore the vault, you get attacked by people who are still there but were absolutely insane at that point from the psychoactive drugs. And the vault just failed when everybody inside became extremely violent. I would give this one a 6 out of 10. It's pretty scary. And this is my personal scariest things in Fallout list. It's just me personally. I'm most scared of things that are paranormal and psychological, so that explains my list. I know there's so many more things in Fallout to be scared of. I would love to know how you would rank these, or what your favorite scary places are, what scared you the most. Let me know.